Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is the K-pop hag, and today I have my first storing photo cards video of 2026. A little disclaimer, I filmed this entire video with my microphone and it only recorded about the first minute of me talking, so we're going to do a voiceover because this is the probably 5th or 6th time I've tried to film this video, and I cannot make myself redo it again, so voiceover it is. Most of these cards I have started buying back in December, and they just took a while to get here because of the holidays. I think it's about a total of maybe 70 something cards. It's the biggest stack I've had in a long time. But we're going to start off with the Dreamcatcher binder. Also, this video is full of fun, frustrating stories it took to get these cards. So for Dreamcatcher, Dami did 2 fan sign events for Checkered Flag with Soundwave. I pre-ordered a set for both stops and sent them to my Korean address. And unfortunately for me, one of them arrived, one of them did not. Boondong told me that set B had arrived and that set A was lost in the mail. But as you can see, I have set A. So when they told me it was lost in the mail, I went on Mercari Korea and bought a set of set A. It arrived. Boonjong told me that set B had arrived, so I shipped out. The box gets here. I have 2 copies of set A and no copy of set B. So I double checked with Delivered Korea again because Soundwave had said that they would send me a replacement if they could before they refunded. And Delivered Korea was like, we haven't heard back. We'll check. We'll let you know. So I went on Boonjong and bought a second set of the round 2 POBs. And the day after I completed that purchase, Delivered Korea let me know that the package arrived. I am still unsure if it is actually set B or if I will have a third set of set A. But we will see. So far, the set B I bought on Boonjong has not shipped. So fingers crossed I only end up with one. I did also have my fan call today with Xi'an's band Karocticool. The guys are so lovely, and the fan call was wonderful. It was my first fan call with anyone from Dreamcatcher. I love Karocticool's debut, and I'm excited to have the Make Star set of POBs for a page in the binder for this era in Xi'an's career. I would love to get some cards for Handong solo, but it seems like she only did showcase photo cards, and I've not seen anyone selling those, and I fear they will be very, very expensive. So I might have to make some freebies for Handong. Then we are moving into Purple Kiss, who, as always, is going to be the bulk of this video. I have done a bit of rearranging in this binder. I have moved my fan sign pages to the front. The binder is very, very full, like uncomfortably full. So I'm hoping by moving the fan side pages to the front, any bowing of the pages will just go to those and not affect the photo cards themselves. But there's a good chance that I will downsize a lot of the POBs that I've picked up. I do want to keep all of the Purple Kiss eras together in this one binder. So we'll see what happens. But I also did a little bit of maintenance off camera, so I mounted my fan sign pages to these white papers so that you can't see behind. And I have my last Goon fan sign page. But I'm very excited to see what the girls do next. Moving into photo cards, a fun luck story for this video. So the only older era cards I was missing were the 2 Cheon Geekyland Digipacks. And if you've ever tried to collect Purple Kiss, you know these Digipacks are really hard to find. So I bought a couple of sealed copies of Mercari, hoping that I could just maybe pull one of the cards or at least have some cards that I could try to trade around. And I kid you not, when I unboxed it, I pulled Gon and the 2 missing Chans that I needed, one in each copy. So I thought these cards were going to be some of the last that I found for this collection, but I got really, really lucky and pulled them from 2 sealed digipacks. And then, yeah, I'm saying like not only did I pull the two I was missing, but I pulled Bias Line, which is just crazy, crazy luck. I definitely think I've probably used up all of my luck for 2026 already between these two Geeky Land Digipacks and the Croctical fan call with Makestar. Also, I do have every single Cheyenne card I was missing on the way, but on hand today, we are completing everything from Swan's solo back to debut. So I do have Cheyenne's final Dear Violet card. This is her solo version. So officially, as of today, everything from 20 and back to debut is complete. But I do have everything on the way. Cheyenne has been giving me a lot of headache trying to get a hold of some of these cards. But next, I do have her BXX set, so we are completing this today. I was able to get one of these cards from my group order manager as a gift, and the other two I was able to find for really good prices on Mercari. But yes, I've had several Cheyenne card orders fall through, and this Headway Polka album card. All of her other cards have been relatively easy to find, and I've been able to kind of have my pick for which card, like the price I want to pay. But this Demon Polka card, the only place I found it being sold was on eBay from an Australian seller. So between the price of the card and shipping, it was about $8, which is way more than I typically spend for an album card. But at the time, it was the only card I didn't have secured. So I did go ahead and buy that, and hopefully we will have it for the next storing Photocards video. But then also kind of some bad luck is I miss my. So I am completing the photo book version. I had enough claims from my group order managers to complete the photo book version, but I bought several Cheyenne and Goen cards from an eBay seller, and they very kindly sent me both of their photo book sets as freebies. So I completed them actually earlier than anticipated. And then for the platform version cards, I bought the full set from a seller on eBay at the beginning of December. And it was supposed to arrive January 15th-ish. And I hadn't gotten any updates, but maybe they sent it untracked, no big deal. But then on like the 13th of January, the seller sent me a message saying, hey, this version 2 Cheyenne Polka card that you ordered a month ago is actually out of stock, so I'm going to have to refund you. Which they refunded me, so everything's fine. But I thought I was done, and then turns out, no, you're not. So then I went on Boonjong and ordered a second set of her platform albums because there was someone getting rid of their bulk. I'm like, okay, I'm done again. Everything's caught up and secured. And then after my fan call with Croctool last night, I get an email from Delivered Korea saying, hey, the seller canceled your purchase of the platform version set, and we'll be sending you a refund. So I got on Mercari, I got on eBay, I was looking for this card because the balloon cards are really hard to find. And I did find someone selling it, so I got it just so that I can be done with the Purple Kiss album photo cards. Then lastly, I do have Cheyenne's Are Now set. And I just, like so many other people, Purple Kiss has never done horizontal photo cards, and then for their last album, they do horizontal photo cards out of nowhere. But at least the entire set, everyone did them horizontal. So at least it's not like randomly horizontal, but it is just kind of like, why? Of all time, like why? Then for this last section here, I did pick up both Cheyenne and Goen's A Violet to Remember RBW Cafe cards. A Violet to Remember is our last Purple Kiss release, so even though it doesn't have a physical album, I did want to have something to commemorate their final release as a group. And again, it just really perfectly closes out this album photo card section. Then moving on to Goen non-album, I have been able to pick up a lot of POBs for really cheap, which has not been good because after the disbandment, I definitely have went on a Purple Kiss bender buying more cards to the point that I do think I'm going to have to downsize. So I have some of her hide and seek pre-order benefits here. Like I said, the binder is just very uncomfortably full. So even though I've bought in a lot of these, I might try to downsize and maybe just have one page of pre-order benefits for Era, and then maybe like my fan sign and special cards like broadcasts and things like that. Now I am just laying these out in the order of PK's file on Twitter's templates. I feel like they do a really good job of keeping their templates updated in the order fan signs are announced. So I just kind of go in the order that they lay everything out in. And I do still have several on the way from a Instagram seller. They are waiting for a couple cards to come in the mail to them so that they can ship out all at once. So any teal sleeves you see, just like with the album photo cards, those are cards that are secured. They just haven't made it to me quite yet. I do only have one Cabin Fever card today, but I have two very exciting ones coming. Ones that I've always wanted to get my hands on. But for today, I do just have her Bizant Pob. And then Festa is another era that I've been able to find a lot of Pobs for really cheap. I know some of these cards are really popular because it's about the time after Cabin Fever, Purple Kiss, really saw a leap up in popularity. And they started doing some kind of cute lucky draws and things. So I feel like these cards used to be really hard to get a hold of, and they were really expensive when you did see them. Especially the Make Star lucky draws with the cute props. But I was able to get all of these, I think, for just like $30. So about $6 a card, which is about the sweet spot I like to stay in. I prefer to do like $5 if I can, but I was able to pick up a lot all at once from one seller, which made it a little bit more bearable. Then skipping on to Headway, I did decide to pick up her 2025 season greetings, the Purplicious Party, I think it was called. I originally had a Pob from Headway in this pajama outfit, and I had decided at one point, like, oh, I don't need all these Pobs, I'm just going to keep the stage outfits, and I sold it. And I really regret it, but I did find someone selling her season greeting set for a really good price, so I decided to pick those up instead. I would love to get all of her season greetings, especially the pink one, the Love season's greetings, I think from 2023, but they're very hard to find anymore. Then for I Miss My, I only actually joined 2 group order rounds because I was going to try to be good after I won my fan sign, and then obviously we had the disbandment news, so I decided not to join anymore. And then as the cards started coming out, these are legitimately some of Purple Kiss's best pre-order benefits. So I did try and go back and find my favorites wherever I could. So I have quite a lot of them coming. I did pick up a few in stage outfits, but I definitely prioritized the cuter cards. And then for my fan call, I do try to get one to keep in the outfit she was wearing for the fan call, but she didn't wear her outfit in any of those photo cards. So I just kept the Everline Pob for my fan call and put it in the cute heart sleeves that I have. Then one of my favorites, the Boba Tea plushie. And then this random Make Star horizontal card. Like, again, Purple Kiss has never done horizontal cards, and then the last 2 eras, they just decided, like, to do random horizontal cards and Pobs. It doesn't make any sense at all, but it's a really cute card. Then, probably one of my favorite sets, I have her hamster set. I love the hamster on her head. It's just so cute. There are a couple others I would like to pick up, but again, this binder is so full. I'm actually thinking of downsizing, so I don't know that I will pick it up. But, never say never. Never say never. And then this last card, depending on whose template you look at, it's either on the I Miss My section or the Are Now section. PK's file has it in I Miss My, so I decided to put it here at the very end with my the show fan meeting. This is her Tokyo, Japan fan sign card. I'm actually not sure if it's a pre-order benefit or an event card, so I just decided to keep it back here at the back. And then for Are Now, I again have several coming because they did their best cards for their last two eras. But on hand today, I only have one set, her Ya Pop cards, or the China fan meet from Hangzhou, I believe. So there were 3 versions of these cards. I picked the Kuromi. I think it's just so adorable with a little heart jewel on her face and the Kuromi doll. And then they did these printed Polaroids, so I picked that up as part of the set from my Instagram seller. And then the last card I have is Golan's A Violet to Remember tour in Taipei. I cannot find any verification on if this is a VIP card or if this is just a merchandise set like they did in the US. But I was able to pick hers up for a very good price. But that is it for Purple Kiss. Like I said, this binder is so very full. But I do want to keep all of the Purple Kiss eras, I guess, both solo, unit, and side quest LSUP in this one binder. Because then this is the Purple Kiss time together. So I will probably end up downsizing some of the POBs or maybe moving my Polaroids out onto my shelves, but I still don't know if they're safe there. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but there will be changes to this binder in the future. And then lastly, I have a new collection, a very low priority collection. I have been influenced by Lexi from Once Glassy to pick up some Pokemon cards. So there was a card show here local a couple of weeks ago, and I went in just thinking I'm going to find a couple of Dragonair cards and start a collection, something very low-key, very casual. And we ended up buying, I think, 12, let's see, 12 cards that day. We spent less than $100, which was ultimately the goal. But yeah, so much for low priority small collection. But Dragonair is my favorite Pokemon, and I think it's so beautiful. I actually did a cosplay of it at OMG Con when it was still here local to us, and I would love to revisit that. But I picked up this top set for the full evolutionary line as kind of this opening page. I don't have any plans to collect Dratini or Dragonite, but, never, with me especially, never say never. Then, right off the bat, we're going to start with another non-Dragonair card. So, while we were walking around, one of the vendors was being sold someone's set of Pokemon cards, and they were selling in that an Erica's Dragonair. So the seller said they would save it for us when they finished the purchase. So I picked up this Erica's Invitation to go along with the Erica's Dragonair we were able to get a hold of. Since it is specifically Erica's Dragonair, I thought it would be kind of cool to have an Erica trainer card to go with it. I don't plan to work on this collection outside of card shows, so I don't think it will grow quickly. And Dragonair only has, I think, about 25 different art cards to collect anyway. So for now, I'm just going to put the rest of these cards in an order that kind of makes sense to me. So we have the OG Dragonair art. We have this Dark Dragonair. And then one of the only full arts, or maybe the only full art Dragonair, has this really beautiful card. I absolutely love it. I was so happy when one of the vendors had it for sale. And then one of my husband's friends was actually there, and when he said that we were buying up Dragonair cards for me, he actually gifted us this one, which I thought was very, very sweet. And then, not my favorite Dragonair art, but we did find this reverse holo, I think for just like $1 or something. It was a really good deal, and I don't have this variant, so I decided to pick it up. And then, because it's not me if I don't break my own collection rules, I did pick up 2 other Pokemon cards while we were there. So my OG favorite Pokemon was Ninetales. I actually designed a like couples or duos cosplay for Vulpix and Ninetales for OMG Con when it was local. One of my younger sisters is redheaded, and I was blonde at the time, so I thought we could be Vulpix and Ninetales together, but it never ended up working out. But I saw this really pretty Ninetales and decided to pick it up. And then I love pandas, especially red pandas. We recently started playing World of Warcraft again, and I made myself a red panda character because I just think they're absolutely adorable and hilarious. So I also got this really cute Stuffle full art for my binder as well. Again, I do not plan on fully collecting these 2 Pokemon in any shape, form, or fashion, and I am only buying Pokemon cards when we go to card shows. So, I'm never going to say never, but I am going to say I'm going to try to restrain myself with this collection. But that is everything for this video. I hope everyone had a good holiday and a great start to 2026. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!